And tonight we turn to the stage, but these students aren't necessarily preparing for a certain performance, but rather for the rest of their lives.
Whether it be on stage or off stage, confidence doesn't come easy for many. So one Lower Richland High School theater teacher is giving her students some tips and tricks as to how to present confidence in anything they may do.
Our Justin Walsh shows us how these mock casting auditions not only help those interested in being on stage, but for anyone looking to be a bit more confident.
Once they figure out how to play other people, other characters, then they start figuring out how to be themselves.
Confidence doesn't come easy. Putting yourself in front of a crowd of people can be a daunting task, but sometimes playing a part can make presenting your authentic self a bit easier.
We practice with speech, we practice with just being more confident in front of other people and speaking in front of other people, just to kind of give them a leg up whenever they go out to the world and they need to be able to communicate.
Over at Lower Richland High School, the theater department does much more than put on plays and performances for a crowd to sit and watch. What many people don't see is how a certain class prepares these students with not only the skills to go on stage, but with the ability to confidently communicate in any situation throughout life.
My little saying is, we all have drama, but not everybody can be in theater.
The school's theater teacher, Amy Peterson, helps her students come out of their shells and overcome their nerves by having them go through a mock open call commercial audition process, rotating the students between three groups: the actors, the casting agents, and members of the gallery, giving them a broader outlook on what an actual audition process typically looks like.
The main thing I want them to get out of this is to be able to read something really quick and say it in front of a big old camera and in front of people staring at them and still be able to go through the whole thing. They might mess up every now and then, but that's okay.
After the mock audition process is through, the students all get to sit down with Miss Peterson and critique each other's performances, taking notes, giving advice, and seeing how they can improve going forward. And although this is technically an acting exercise, the payoff does not only have to live within the world of theater. Peterson says she's teaching universal lessons throughout this activity.
My purpose here is to not necessarily make a whole bunch of actors. My purpose is to get people to understand that you can talk in front of other people and you can do this well.
It's not often that high school students get the chance to prepare for any sort of onstage audition, interview process, or public speech in front of an actual crowd. So for many of Miss Peterson's students, the idea wasn't familiar, but intriguing nonetheless.
It was something new. I wanted to try it. It was kind of nervous at first, but I've done acting in the past growing up. I've done talent shows and all that stuff, so I'm not really nervous. So I was interested in stepping outside my comfort zone.
Some of these theater students have had that onstage experience in their lifetimes, so the idea of building up their confidence didn't take too much effort. For others, the appeal of this exercise stemmed from the fact that they may not be the most outspoken or extroverted person, especially when it comes to being on stage. So the opportunity allowed them to become more reassured of their public presentation.
Because I'm always like a shy person, but this actually helped me like to get out of my comfort zone, because I don't really want to speak up, and she gives me notes to like speak up, so it really helped.
Miss Peterson may have a passion for theater and the performing arts, but when it comes down to it, the thing she cares about most is her students. Creating that safe space for her students to feel comfortable with being a little uncomfortable.
The confidence that they get from doing that shows them, once they watch it and reflect on that they can do this. And they can do this with anything. It doesn't have to be something written in front of them.
That care and positive energy that Miss Peterson puts towards her students lets them feel as if this isn't just a class and part of their school day. It's a chance for them to look forward to something new and unexpected.
And usually when it's almost time to leave class, you're putting on your stuff, ready to go, but I get sad when I have to leave out of here, so.
Now, it's not usual that an entire class dreads hearing the sound of the bell, but Miss Peterson isn't just teaching a class, she's teaching life skills. So when her students do eventually leave her, they're a little more equipped to handle whatever may come their way.
Going through this process helps them move into the workforce and be able to walk into an interview with the confidence of, I got this, I can do this.
And with having a teacher these students know they can lean on, the growth comes a little more naturally.
Miss Amy Peterson, she's amazing. She makes the classroom feel like a home. Everybody's comfortable. It's like we're family here.
From the theater department of Lower Richland High School to the rest of their lives. Justin Walsh, WIS News 10.
Yeah, some great life lessons being learned there.
I know. I love that idea, because that really is something that you're going to carry with you forever.